So we have William Lumpkins here with us today. How are you, Will?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. So I want to talk to you about PTSD, man. You grew up in the Chicago area,
Yeah, I did.
and what was that like, man?
I mean, for me, it really was like just a bunch. It's just different. It's just different. I mean, I'm kind of used to it. Just been around like all type of people. So it really ain't no. It depends on like if you used to it, if you comfortable being around people that is just different. I just feel like Chicago people different. We got different style. It's just a mug for a lot of us. It's just sometimes it's just dark. You know what I mean? I mean, most days it's dark. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I can't really say too much about um mm, about that. I mean, it depends on like what you used to, who you around. A lot of people involved with different things. Different. You got gang members like been around, following around with them, been involved with them. You ain't got to be a gang member to be like around them, but people gonna associate you with one. You know, so I just really just stay focused, stay to yourself. You know what I mean, if you can, cause there ain't nothing to get caught up in, man. Like,
What type of PTSD have you experienced in your life?
man, I homelessness, losing people, friends, close friends, people that you know for 10 plus years, 12 plus years. You be sitting there kicking it with them one day, next thing you know, they not there. You got some of them, they get killed, some of them overdose off pills, trying to party. That is crazy because you could just remember your last conversation with them or just suffering from trying to maintain a home. You know what I mean? Yeah, most people ain't got a working person in their household. So how you maintaining the crib with no working people in your household? So or you got one working person in the household with probably like 5, 6, 7 other people. And y'all just really trying to find a way to make it by. It's crazy. It's hard, man.
Is that a life? Could a person be able to see a fruitful future if they trapped in that type of lifestyle in that world?
I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, the only thing you could think of is your day to day. Only thing you can think of is like, okay, how you gonna make a couple dollars so you get some food or something like that. Or it's hard. Think just like say you got both of them, and say you don't just lost somebody that you knew for like 10 years, and then the next day they're gone, and you still suffering. You still trying to find a way to manage a household or you working on your job and you gotta take time off and you got bills due and everything like that, man. Like your life don't go on pause because you lose somebody close to you. Your life don't go on pause, but you can't. It's hard to like you can't just push that to the side. Emotionally, that is gonna always be in your head the whole time, mentally, emotionally, and mentally, and sometimes it'll take a physical toll upon you because some people surround themselves with work, try to make themselves work it off, all day just so they won't be sociable, to their closest peers instead of just talking about a situation. Some people don't know like talking go a long way. Just being able to communicate with somebody go a long way. It gives you a close enough healing process. You know what I mean? Allows you to get some things off your chest. Allows you to vent. I mean, if you can't vent, then you just stuck with it going back and forth in your head, you know? And then shit, it's like, I mean, excuse my language, but it's like, you're just gonna be trying to get up out that water. It's like you like some people with depression or stress, like man, it's like you drowning and you barely got a bubble of air. You know what I mean? It's like what you can't even see what's next. You're just trying to make it out of right now. You really can't focus up on the next thing. You can't really focus up on 2 years. A lot of people don't think about 2 years, 5 years, 3 years down the line. They don't think about that. You really got to think about right now. Like what make your next move your best move. You know what I mean?
How
And we
could
don't know
some,
if it's setting us up for failure or success.
before we close out, how could somebody that's watching this, how could they be more prepared to help somebody that's coming from Chicago or coming from an impoverished community or anywhere in Dubuque that's impoverished with that type of trauma that they probably face, PTSD? How
How
could they
could they
help?
help?
How could they help?
I mean, be honest with them, you know. I tell you that much. We got a lot of trust issues with a lot of dishonesty. You know what I mean? I can just tell you, be honest with them. You ain't got to be gentle, because we all growing up. We all grown people. Some of us grown before we even able to be. Some of us grown 14, 15, 13, 16. You know, all those ages like, and that you like grown. They young men, but that word man. That word man, you know, somebody told me you either a male or you a man. You know what I mean? And that determines like where your mental stability is, you know. So I mean, just I only thing I can really say, just be honest with them and don't just share your kindest opinion. You know, you ain't just gotta, I ain't talk about kissing their butt, but like your opinion that can help them grow, because we can take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So you just be honest with them and you just give them like what you think could be able to help them grow. It's constructive problem solving, help them weigh out their issues. It's something I was thinking about. It's a right and wrong way to reach every goal when you're facing a problem. So you just gotta be able to break it down for them, you know, and just give them the best ladder that they can to reach a success that you see in them. Because sometimes they don't see it. They're not going to, it's hard for them to see it because it's like it's always been going downhill for us, you know? So I just want to say, just share your strongest opinion, be honest with them, and just think about constructive problem solving, man. Look it up if you don't know what it is.
Thank you, William. How old are you, William?
I'm 30.
30 years old. There you have it. William, y'all. Y'all heard it from straight from the source. All right.